Hey guys, Angela here, and you're wondering why I lay down some parchment paper on my table, because today, get ready, because we're gonna roll out the big guns today. We're gonna be making homemade seafood boil at home. So let's get it, let's go, let's boil some seafood, place it on the table, and eat, shall we?
Seafood boiled has widely become popular over the last few years. Even though the style of eating seafood has been around for decades, more and more restaurants have taken this neighborhood seafood boil and monetized it, expand it, so it would allow people to have access to try this style of eating for themselves. This is a meal that's become popular because of its social communal setup. Everything's placed right in front of you, and everyone could just grab and dine in and dig in to whatever they want. YouTubers have flocked to the style of eating. You could see many YouTubers do mukbangs on seafood boil. And honestly, this made me want to share my personal recipe. It's simple, it's delicious, and if you love seafood, this is it. Fact, I actually used to work at a seafood boil place that specialized in crawfish. So this is really familiar territory, and it really brings me back to those days when I used to be a server.
So for the following boil, we're gonna be using shrimp, and I have the heads on the shrimp, and that's personally my favorite part. But if you don't like heads on your shrimp, you could do it without it. Do whatever you like, boo. But you could do shrimp, you could do any type of seafood like crawfish, crab, clams, mussels, whatever shellfish you like. I'm also gonna be adding some hot sausages, some corn, and you could also use potatoes too. Those are the things that we're gonna be adding to the seafood boil. Now there's two parts to this boil. One, boil. We're gonna boil the shrimp, the sausages, and the corn in basically a big stock pot of water and lemon and salt. And then from there, once they're cooked, we're gonna transfer it to our seasoning mixture. And let me show you what goes in that. All right, so the following things you'll need for the seasoning pack, of course, the base is gonna be some butter. We're gonna add a heaping couple tablespoons of garlic. And I actually have a container of just like pre-diced garlic for this event. Now the base for boils is always Old Bay seasoning. So for our seasoning mixture, it's gonna be 4 heaping tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning. We're gonna be doing 2 big tablespoons of paprika, 2 big tablespoons of regular black pepper. We're gonna be needing 2 lemons, and we are going to zest, if it lets us. And depending on your spice level, add some chili flakes. Here we have our 3 sticks of butter, and we're actually gonna start melting it. We're gonna start melting it down right now. Now with the butter, we want to skim off as much as this white foam as possible. This white foam is basically the milk solids, and this is what makes butter solidify in a colder temperature. And we kind of want to remove that, and we just want to leave the delicious golden oils behind. And this, my friends, is what you would call clarified butter. And so you just want to remove it as much as you can. If you miss some, it's fine. Now that you've removed the majority of those milk solids, and now that your butter has fully melted, we're gonna add a big generous heaping spoon of our garlic, and we're just gonna cook this around. I would say cook the garlic for a couple minutes. We don't want to turn it brown, but we really want that garlic flavor to come out. Next, you're gonna dump your entire spice mixture. You want to let this cook down for a couple minutes just to get all the flavors to mingle and they get to know each other. And here we're gonna add our sausages and then your corn, just like that. So we got our corn, our sausages, our shrimps, and then here I have some lime on the side. And then all you're gonna do, this is gonna be like our dip. And you're gonna dip it in the lime sauce. That's what's good. You can add salt and pepper to this lime, but honestly, I just like the lime. Have you guys ever had a crab boil or like a shrimp boil or a seafood boil before? Comment down below where your favorite place is to get a Cajun boil. Okay, so let's crack into the shrimp. Look at that shrimp. Take the head off. Again, if you're not into the head, you don't have to eat the head. And we're gonna peel the shrimp, and look how like messy. And I think this is what I love about this meal, because it's just really all hands on deck, and it's really like everyone's getting into it. It's very like a communal type of food, very primal way of eating, and it's absolutely delicious. So we're gonna dip it in our lime. Down the hatch. It's just as good as if you were to go to one of those like Cajun boil restaurants. It's so good. Oh my god. I cooked the shrimp perfect. It's just a right amount of spice and zing from the lemon. Absolutely delicious. Let's try the corn, shall we? Let's try the corn. The sweetness from the corn really balances the spice from the seasoning that we made. It's perfectly salted this entire batch. Let's give a sausage a try. The sausages add such a meaty component to this seafood boil. I hope you guys learned something. If you had a seafood boil before, try this recipe out. I guarantee you it's very close to what you would get at a Cajun restaurant, a Cajun boil restaurant. And if you haven't had a Cajun boil, open your mind to this idea. This is fun. This is delicious, especially if you love seafood and you really want a new experience of way of eating. Try this way out. And like, yeah, you could use gloves, but come on, you could just wash your hands. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe and like to this video if you love seafood like me, or well, just me. I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Bye. I just realized I don't know how to turn off the camera. My hands are all goopity goop.